Virgo, September 7th, 2025. Write it down, circle it on your calendar, engrave it into your heart, because this day has not been chosen by accident. The universe itself has carved this date into the story of your soul. And when the sun rises on September 7th, a prophecy begins to unfold, one that has been waiting for you, and you alone. This is not just another Sunday. This is not just another shift in the skies. This is the hour of alignment, the moment when the threads of destiny twist together to unlock something sacred. 3 divine miracles are preparing to reveal themselves, and each one touches a different corner of your life. The first, an opening in love. Not just romance, but connection. The type of love that heals, the kind that restores hope where heartbreak once lived. The second, a revelation in money. Not just financial gain, but freedom. The moment when scarcity begins to dissolve and opportunity flows in like a river you cannot stop. The third, a surge of power, not just influence over others, but mastery over yourself, your choices, your future. The kind of power that awakens when you finally claim your true identity. But here's the question I must ask you, Virgo. Will you recognize the signs when they appear? Or will you let them slip through your fingers like sand in an hourglass? Because the universe does not repeat itself. This exact alignment, this exact sequence of planetary forces, cosmic whispers, and divine timing will not return in your lifetime. This is not a rehearsal. This is your moment. Even now you can feel it, can't you? That subtle stirring inside your spirit. The sleepless nights. The sudden flashes of intuition. The feeling that something bigger than you is knocking on the door of your life. That is not imagination. That is the prophecy waking you up. On September 7th, it will no longer be whispers. It will be undeniable. The air will feel different. Time will move strangely. You'll notice repeating numbers, sudden chills, words or symbols that seem to follow you everywhere. Those are not coincidences. They are the keys to your miracles. Virgo, you are standing at a crossroad. Behind you lies a path of repetition, of cycles that have kept you small, tired, and waiting. But ahead lies a path of expansion, where love returns, money multiplies, and your power rises to levels you never imagined. The prophecy is already in motion. The question is not whether it will happen. The question is whether you will step into it. So, Virgo, I ask you again, when the signs appear, when the doors begin to open, when the universe places miracles directly in front of you, will you rise and claim them? Or will you let them pass you by? Virgo, September 7th is no ordinary day. To most of the world, it will look like just another date, another sunrise, another rotation of the clock. But for you, it is something far greater. This is the day astrologers whisper about in private, the day seers and mystics call the Triple Gate. A window in time so rare, so powerful, that once it opens, nothing remains the same. Why? Because 3 cosmic forces are not just moving, they are aligning, and they are aligning for you. First, Venus, the planet of love, desire, and harmony. On this day, it moves into a position that touches the very core of your heart. It rewrites your love story. It washes away old wounds and replaces them with connection, healing, and the possibility of real intimacy. This is when the walls you've built around your heart begin to crack, and love, in its purest form, walks through. Second, Jupiter, the planet of expansion and wealth. On this day, it shines directly on your house of finances. Where there has been scarcity, there will be flow. Where there has been limitation, there will be growth. Unexpected opportunities, new beginnings, fresh income, or even financial breakthroughs will appear like doors swinging wide open. Jupiter does not whisper. Jupiter multiplies. Third, Pluto, the planet of transformation and hidden power. On this day, it awakens the strength you forgot you had: authority, influence, the ability to command respect and shape your own future. This is not gentle energy, it is fierce. It tears down the false masks, removes the illusions, and demands that you rise into the leader you were always meant to be. Now understand this, Virgo. This alignment is not common. It is not something that repeats every few years. This exact sequence has not happened in centuries, and it will not happen again in your lifetime. That is why the universe chose you. You are not standing at the edge of coincidence. You are standing at the center of destiny. 3 cosmic forces, 3 divine miracles, 3 unmistakable signs, 1 chance, 1 calling, 1 destiny, and Virgo, September 7th is the key. The first divine miracle, Virgo, is love. For weeks, maybe even months, you've been feeling it. That quiet ache in your chest, that restless energy at night when you can't fall asleep, that whisper inside of you that says, something is missing. It's not just loneliness. It's not just desire. It's your soul calling out for its reflection. And on September 7th, that call is finally answered. This is the day the universe opens the door of love. And Virgo, once it opens, it will not close. Some of you will feel it as an instant spark, an encounter so powerful, so magnetic, that the moment feels frozen in time. You might meet someone new, a stranger whose energy feels strangely familiar, almost as if you've known them before in another lifetime. That is no coincidence. That is destiny in motion. Others will feel this miracle within the love they already have. Long-standing relationships that felt heavy, distant, or wounded will suddenly feel lighter. Old arguments will lose their power. Words that once hurt will dissolve into forgiveness. It will feel as if a shadow has been lifted, and in its place, clarity, tenderness, and devotion bloom again. But here is the prophecy sign you must watch for. You will see the number 111. It may flash on your phone at the exact moment you think of someone. It may appear on a receipt, a license plate, or a digital clock. It will not be random. 111 is the code of new beginnings in love. It is the universe's way of saying, pay attention. The door of love is opening right now. And when it happens, Virgo, you must not ignore it. Too many times in the past, you've brushed off these synchronicities. You've said, maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe I'm imagining it. But September 7th is not about imagination. It's about confirmation. This miracle does not only bring romance, it brings healing, it brings connection, it brings the feeling of finally being seen, understood, and cherished for who you really are. The kind of love that restores your spirit, the kind of love that steadies your heart, the kind of love that whispers, you don't have to carry everything alone anymore. And Virgo, listen closely. This miracle does not only affect your relationships with others, it also affects the relationship you have with yourself. For some, the door of love will open as self-love, as acceptance, as a sudden deep knowing that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you no longer need to chase or beg for affection. When you walk through this doorway, you will feel lighter, you will feel radiant, you will feel magnetic, because real love always begins with the light inside you. So remember this, Virgo, when you see 111, stop, breathe, look around. That is the exact moment the universe is signaling. Love is here. The miracle is unfolding. Step through the door. The second divine miracle, Virgo, is money. For too long, you've been carrying the invisible weight. Bills stacked higher than your patience, responsibilities that never seem to end, the quiet stress you hide from others while you smile and say, I'm fine, the late nights where you wonder, will I ever get ahead? Will it ever be easier? But September 7th brings a shift so powerful it feels like the air itself changes. On this day, Jupiter, the planet of wealth, growth and expansion, moves directly into your second house of money and resources. This isn't a small shift. This is a cosmic door swinging wide open. This is when the river of money begins to flow toward you. And it will not be a trickle, it will be a surge. For some Virgos, this miracle will appear as a career breakthrough, a promotion, a raise, or an opportunity that finally recognizes the value of your skills. What once felt overlooked will now be seen and rewarded. For others, it will come as something unexpected, an inheritance, a settlement, a financial blessing you never saw coming, a gift that feels almost unbelievable in its timing and size. And for many, it will begin as a new stream of income, a project, an idea, a side venture that multiplies faster than you could have imagined. What begins small will expand rapidly, like a river breaking free of a dam. But here is the prophecy sign. You will hear or see the word gold within 24 hours of this miracle. It might appear in a headline. It might slip out of someone's mouth in casual conversation. You might even dream about it. But when you hear it, you will know. That is the universe's signal that your river of money has been unlocked. And yet, Virgo, there is a warning. This wealth is not being sent to you simply for comfort. Yes, it will lift the burdens. Yes, it will allow you to breathe easier. But it is not meant to make you complacent. This money has purpose. It is being placed in your hands to elevate you, to fund your true mission, to support your dreams, to position you where your influence and service can ripple outward into the world. If you use this abundance only to survive, you will miss the deeper gift. But if you use it to thrive, to expand, to step boldly into your higher calling, then the river of money will not stop. It will continue to flow. So remember, Virgo, when you see or hear the word gold, pause. That is not coincidence. That is your sign. The universe is confirming that the river of money is yours, and the time to claim it is now. The third divine miracle, Virgo, is power. For too long, you've been underestimated. People have looked at your kindness and mistaken it for weakness. They've leaned on your patience, your silence, your ability to endure, and thought you could be ignored or overlooked. But September 7th ends that cycle forever. Because on this day, Pluto, the planet of transformation, authority, and raw personal power, activates the part of you that has been waiting quietly in the shadows. This is not gentle energy. This is fire breaking through stone. This is your voice echoing in rooms where you were once silent. This is your energy becoming undeniable. Suddenly, people will notice you. When you speak, they will listen. When you act, doors that were locked will swing open. The opportunities that once seemed unreachable will no longer feel distant. They will begin to chase you. This miracle, Virgo, is about claiming what has always been yours, but what you have hesitated to step into. The prophecy sign is this. You will feel a sudden shiver or chill, even in a warm room. It may happen while you're sitting quietly. It may strike in the middle of a conversation. You will feel it run through you like lightning, and that will be the exact moment your inner power awakens. That is your confirmation. The Scepter of Power has been placed in your hands. But power is not just about control over others. It is about mastery of yourself. It is about walking into a room and knowing you no longer need validation, no longer need permission, no longer need to shrink. It is about knowing that the universe designed you with a purpose, and that purpose is ready to command space. With this power comes responsibility. The universe is not gifting you authority so you can dominate. It is gifting you influence so you can lead, inspire, and elevate others. Virgo, this is your turning point. The time when the quiet, reserved part of you finally merges with the bold, unstoppable force inside of you. The time when you stop dimming your light to make others comfortable. And yes, it will demand courage. There will be moments when you wonder if you're ready, when you question whether you deserve this level of recognition, this level of authority. But the truth is, you've been ready all along. September 7th simply unlocks what has been waiting. So when that shiver comes, don't dismiss it, don't ignore it. Stand tall, breathe deep, and know the scepter of power has been placed in your hands. Claim it, Virgo, and you will never be the same again. But Virgo, every prophecy carries light and shadow. Every blessing carries a test. And September 7th is no exception. The miracles of love, money, and power are real. They are already moving toward you. But the universe also warns, if you ignore the signs, if you doubt what is being placed in your path, you risk falling into 3 traps. Traps that can delay your destiny for years. In love, the trap is repetition, choosing the familiar over the divine, falling for the same patterns, chasing the same unavailable people, running back to comfort instead of walking toward the soulmate who is calling your name. If you ignore the sign of 111, you could miss the very person or the very healing that was sent to restore your heart. In money, the trap is hesitation. Doors will open, but if you doubt yourself, if you delay, if you talk yourself out of taking action, you could watch abundance slip right through your fingers. Imagine standing at the river's edge but refusing to drink. That is what ignoring the word gold would mean. The universe will offer wealth, but you must reach out and take it. In power, the trap is silent, playing small when you are called to rise, shrinking back into the background when destiny is literally knocking at your door. If you dismiss that shiver, that sudden chill, you risk staying invisible while opportunities pass to those who dared to stand tall. Virgo, the universe is clear. You are being given one chance, one sacred day, one alignment that will not return. September 7th is not a date you can sleepwalk through. It is not a day for routine. It is a day when miracles knock loudly. If you are distracted, if you are numb, if you are blind to the signs, you may not hear the call. And the warning is this: destiny will not wait forever. So, Virgo, do not ignore it. Do not explain it away. Do not doubt the power you feel. September 7th is your hour of awakening. Do not sleep through your miracle. Virgo, as this prophecy unfolds, there are 3 signs you must never forget. These are not random symbols. These are not coincidences. They are the universe's secret codes, sent to guide you straight into your miracles. The first sign is 111, your door of love. When you see this sequence, stop and pay attention. It could appear on your phone, on a receipt, on a license plate, or even on the screen of a clock glowing back at you in the middle of the night. Wherever it shows up, it will not be by chance. 111 is the signal of alignment, the call of new beginnings, the confirmation that love is on its way. If you've been longing for connection, healing, or a deeper bond, know that when this number appears, the universe is whispering. The door of love is open. Step through it. The second sign is the word gold, your river of money. It may feel subtle, but it will carry great power. You might hear someone casually mention it. You might see it in an ad, a headline, or a dream. But the moment you notice it, understand that this is your cue. Abundance is flowing toward you. The river of money is not just about dollars and coins. It's about freedom, opportunity, and the ability to create the life you've dreamed of. When you encounter the word gold, it is the universe saying, Virgo, Prepare yourself. Your financial blessing has arrived. The third sign is a sudden shiver, your scepter of power. Even if you are standing in a warm room, even if nothing around you has changed, you will feel it. A chill, a ripple of energy moving through your body. This is not ordinary. This is your spirit being activated. That shiver is the exact moment your inner power awakens. It is the confirmation that you are no longer invisible, no longer small, no longer ignored. The universe is handing you the scepter of power and asking, will you claim it? So remember these three: Virgo, 111, the code of love; gold, the signal of wealth; a shiver, the awakening of power. Do not dismiss them. Do not explain them away. When they appear, know this truth: your miracles are already here. September 7th is not just a prophecy, it is an appointment with destiny. These signs are the markers on your path, ensuring you don't miss what the universe is placing in front of you. So keep your eyes open, keep your spirit awake. When you see 111, when you hear gold, when you feel that shiver, smile, breathe, and remember, Virgo, your miracles have arrived. So Virgo, before this prophecy closes, I must ask you one final question. Which miracle do you feel calling you already? Is it love, that deep soul-stirring connection that heals the old scars and reminds you that you are worthy of being adored? Is it money, the golden flow of abundance that finally lifts the weight of worry and gives you the freedom to live the life you've imagined? Or is it power, the awakening of your true strength, the moment you step out of the shadows and into the role destiny created for you? Tell me in the comments below, because naming your miracle is the first step toward claiming it. When you declare it, you set energy in motion. You tell the universe, I am ready, I am open, I accept. And remember, Virgo, September 7th is not just another day on the calendar. It is a sacred turning point. It is the day the universe leans in, places the pen in your hand, and says, write a new chapter. But here's the truth: no prophecy can force you. The signs will appear, the miracles will open. Yet only you can choose to recognize them. Only you can decide to step forward when the door swings wide. Will you rise to meet your destiny, Virgo? Or will you let it slip quietly away, unnoticed, as if it never came at all? The choice is yours. So pause, take a breath, and ask your soul, which miracle do I claim today? Love? Money? Power? Write it below. Own it. Speak it. Claim it. Because September 7th is waiting. Your miracles are waiting. And Virgo, the moment you say yes, your new life begins.